Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday we talked about how Raila Odinga managed to win the hearts of Kisii residents by pulling a supermassive crowd. But there is one part of the story that we did not talk about seriously in that discussion. The truth is that there was another group in Kisii that was trying to create a perception like Raila is not welcome in Kisii. Kisii people are looking forward on matters to do with the development, and they're not ready with anything to do with the maandamano. That group of Ongwaya and the team, they were for that. So it was a kind of perception that was being created ahead of Raila Odinga activity in Kisii. So what also came out clear was that initially there was some questions about the Kisii governor, Simba Arati. The truth is that it was evidently clear that Simba Arati was also hesitant to join the People's Baraza. But definitely, going by the mood on ground, Simba Arati did not have any other option but to opt joining that People's Baraza, welcome Raila Odinga, and be part of the Azimio event. That is the reality. So, on this Punchline today, I want us to look on the reasons why Simba Arati decided to join Raila Odinga and be part of the Azimio event. Before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all those who are watching, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, if you check, you will see that the time Raila Odinga was having the meeting, People's Baraza, Rigathi Gachagua was meeting some of the ODM leaders, especially those who are from Nyanza, and he shared on his Twitter handle. This is what he said: the Ruto administration is clear that no one will be left behind in development. Elections are over and the Kenyans have moved on. So he continued to say, in this regard, I had consultations with the ODM MPs Felix Oduor Langata, Mark Nyamita Urir, Elisha Odhiambo Game, Paul Abuo Rongo, Karoli Omondi, Suba South, Gideon Ochanda Bondo, and Professor Tom Ojenda, Senator Kisumu County, on their development priority programs. Yani, when Gachagua talk about development, my question I'm asking, after Senator anakuwa involved in development? Now, you know, Azimio is a coalition where ODM is a member, WIPE and other parties. So this meeting, it was just meant to show that in as much Azimio are holding their People's Baraza, already part of the ODM team, they are sitting down with the deputy president to talk about development. So for them, they are not for what they would refer to as maandamano, but this is People's Baraza. So they are for development. That is what that meeting meant. But then I'm asking, kwani senata pia wanafanya maendeleo? I don't think so. Because senators have different defined roles. The work of senator is to oversight the eye of the county, to check on county. Then they have also duty to impeach these governors if they make mistake. They also have a duty to impeach the president in case the president is making a mistake. Also, they have a duty to impeach the deputy president. Hiyo ndio kazi yao, oversight na mambo ya impeachment. But you see, he's talking about development. So, Tom agenda, which development surely is he discussing in the Gachagua office? Which development? I don't understand. I don't understand. He's not a member of parliament. He's not a governor. He's not an MCA. His work is only oversight. And the discussion to do with the sharing of the revenue is happening in the Senate. Anyway, why Simba Arati decided to join Raila Amolo Odinga People's Baraza? That is the big question on the punchline. The truth is that Simba Arati came to discover that Raila Odinga has a checkmate for him. That checkmate is not part of the Kenya Kwanza side. The checkmate for Simba Arati is one Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. In case Simba Arati was going to distance himself from this event, then move on, like maybe have himself busy somewhere else, or be part of the meeting that Rigathi Gachagua was having, then it was going to be very easy for Raila Amolo Odinga to now convince Fred Matiang'i that because you are being tormented, frustrated by this government, it is better you join this active politics. Then go in Incase, prepare for the ODM ticket to run as a governor against the other individual. That means Simba Arati will not see the ODM ticket in 2027. And indeed, look on how Fred Matiang'i has been frustrated. That alone is enough to earn him sympathy from his own people, because the government that is frustrating him is the one now Simba Arati want to work with. That means Simba Arati is endorsing the frustrations of Freddy Matiang'i. So the community will always rally around one of their own who is being frustrated. So he realized that Matiang'i can easily snatch his position within 5 years. Because of this, the only way to assure Raila Odinga, to assure ODM party and the Azimio team is just by going to attend the event. And to tell you that Simba Arati was not comfortable even with this meeting, in as much he did not have option but to attend. He is the only person in that rally who referred to William Ruto as His Excellency Dr. William Samuel Ruto. But Raila Odinga and the team, they refer to William Ruto as Mr. Ruto. And you see, even the ground was not receiving Simba Arati well when he referred to Ruto as His Excellency President Dr. William Samuel Ruto. They don't want that. The language in that meeting was Mr. Ruto. So for them, they don't recognize Ruto as their president. So it tells you that Simba Arati was forced by the position on the ground where people are heading to. So he had to play to the tune in where people are heading to. They are not for William Ruto, they are for Raila Amolo Odinga. So he has no option. If he just play small, it is going to be very easy for Raila Odinga to bring in Matiang'i. So Matiang'i is here as a checkmate to Kisii Governor Simba Arati. That was the first reason why he decided to go and attend that meeting. Number two, Kenya Kwanza, if you check on them, there is no any success story from the time they took over government. It is now 6 months. The only thing we know that has happened in this government is increasing taxes. That's what they are doing. Because you have to check development, it is zero. You talk about cost of living, it is increasing. You talk about employment, people are losing jobs because even companies are closing their doors. They are going out to other countries. So, no development, no employment, cost of living high. That means there is no one with a sound mind who would want to associate themselves with the William Ruto's government. Because of this, the only popular side as of now, it is Azimio. So he has no option but to join the popular side since he's looking for his second term. Once he's already in office, he's going to work hard to make sure that in 2027, he has a chance also through the ballot. If he was serving in his second time in the office, I am sure it will be very easy for him to assume Raila Odinga and focus on William Samoei Ruto's side. So people have lacked faith in William Samoei Ruto leadership. They are seeing a man who has appetite to tax them. Because of that, the only person they are comfortable with is Raila Amolo Odinga. So the reality is that Ruto is controlling money in this country. That's why he has been able to buy members of parliament. But then the worst, which is a bombshell, is that Raila Odinga has the people. Raila has won the heart of many Kenyans. So Ruto has the money, Raila has the people. And in any given election, you will need people more than you need money. So money will just help you to do other things here, but you need the people. So for you to get to that people, especially in Kisii, you have to go where people are heading to. And that side is where Raila Amolo Odinga is. All this with others that I have not mentioned are the obvious reason why Simba Arati found himself in an awkward situation until he had no any other option but to open his hands, welcome Raila Odinga, and be part of the Azimio event. And Edwin Sifuna delivered unsolicited advice to Simba Arati. Hope he has got the message well and clear.